Hey, good morning. So Sunday morning, May 15th, and it's about 7 o'clock. I'm out here gonna cut a few of the Swiss chard that's there. I'm also gonna cut back, break off, trim, whatever, the Brussels sprouts. Just simply because they're kind of crowding my peppers, which is my fault. I planted them too far. Too close together. I'm also gonna pull my potatoes. So they're starting to spread and kind of fall over and stuff. So everything looks really, really good. I still haven't collected my seeds yet because they haven't dried up. So hopefully that'll start to happen soon. But it's actually looking pretty good. I do have some strawberries under there. They started producing, but unfortunately with them being so close to the ground, they got dirty and bugs started eating on them. So I've got to figure out something else for that. So it rained last night, so I'm not quite sure if pulling potatoes today is the best idea, but I'm ready to pull them up because they're taking up so much space, and put down some more squash because the squash are starting to, they're flowering in the room, and so definitely got to get them out of there. The peas are starting to flower. They're doing really good. I actually have the start of peas. There's one right there that started. So that's pretty cool. I think these are just regular sweet peas. I'm not quite sure. Oh, here's the tag. And you see the beets. I didn't get a chance to thin them out, so I might thin them out now. The peas are Oregon Giants. So I'm not quite sure if they're the like winter variety, the flat ones, or if they're the sweet ones, but either way. Here's another thing of potatoes back here. I'm actually gonna leave these because they're doing okay right now. They're not overcrowding too much. I've been trimming back the leaves so that my squash can actually get some sun, and the bugs can see it so it can get pollinated. Yeah, there's a cabbage plant from last year. It's doing better now that I've been keeping the spray on it. Let's see. Strawberries. They put out berries, but haven't been able to get any. It's okay. I didn't plant these things where they needed to be. I'm still kind of learning about what goes good together. But I just really planted the strawberries out here because I couldn't get into the field, so it's okay. If I don't get any, it'll be alright. Tomato plants are doing pretty good. Let's see if I can zoom in here or anything. No, I'm actually using my mom's phone. I bought her the Samsung Galaxy Core Prime or something. Actually for her birthday, which is today. But I gave it to her kind of on Mother's Day because she really needed a new one. And mine, I happened to drop like a few days after I gave her hers with this one. So I ended up having to send it back. And I probably won't get it back till Wednesday. So I'm just using our old Samsung phone, and it is very slow. Camera resolution is not good at all. So yeah, these are my Brussels sprouts. They are really, really big. So I'm gonna trim the leaves back. I do like the fact that these two here are kind of shading this pepper plant, which I think really has helped it to not die on me. So you see it's got some leaves to the bottom. So, but I am gonna trim it back. Here's another big plant that's taking over. This is the avocado plant. It's actually two plants. One of them is still small. But yeah, here's the one that I started indoors and transplanted out. It took right away, and it has been growing kind of crazy. What I've noticed is that when it rains, or when it needs water, it'll like fall over. But as soon as it rains, it stands right on up. So that's one pretty good sign, to help you with watering. So it's helped me a lot. Let's see. There's a basil plant there. So yeah. I should have a squash plant under there. In between there. So that's what I'm doing over in this bed. My blueberry plant is still alive. Doesn't seem like it's growing. Well, it seems like it's growing kind of slow. Maybe when summer officially comes, it'll perk back up. My blackberry plant, however, has taken off. It's doing really, really well. And it has a little, I'm guessing that's going to be a flower. Not quite sure. But I'm glad to see that it has come up. It has taken off, and it looks really, really good. This bed over here, these are my leeks that went to seed. As you see, they're going to flower soon. So when they go to seed, they put out this little bulb here on top, and then you kind of let it continue to go. It'll grow bigger, and then eventually it'll kind of start exploding out of that little thin shell, which is almost like an onion itself. So yeah, I decided to let them go just to see the process. How can you say that you're gardening and you don't know the process of onions going to seed? I don't know. Well, I guess you can say you're gardening if you have successfully grown onions and leeks. Then you don't have to worry about them going to seed. I don't know. But anyway, here are pepper plants. And these are my Big Bertha plants here. And it's actually two plants. As you can see, they have been eaten on quite a bit. Every time I say I'm going to come out here and spray or do something, it seems to rain, so that's why I haven't done it. I did plant my asparagus out. I couldn't find it the other day, and then I just happened to look just then. And I did have one that's still with me. So I'm pretty happy about that. There's one there too, but it don't look like it made it. But I do have one, so maybe next year. See, I had to go back and replant my beans. But when I replanted them, they look like all of them pretty much are coming up. I just laid them down thick because they're pole beans. So trying to get them, trying to put half on one side and half on the other side of this fence so that they'll trellis up. That side over there where the Dollar General Kentucky pole beans, and they are starting to tendril. So they're actually doing really, really well. As you can see. And what I'll eventually do once they get long enough is just kind of, lean them over. Maybe I'll start them down low and let them climb up. But yeah, I'm happy it looks like we're going to have beans this year, because I really didn't get that much last year. So, more pepper plants. Some of them are doing better than others. Here are my poblano peppers, and it's actually just 3 peppers. This is my first year actually growing pepper plants successfully, like this big. So I know it looks like there's like 6 of them, but it's actually just 3. I'm trying to take a side shot. This is what happens when you top your peppers and you do it right. You kind of, do this. Now, it could be a little fuller, but it's okay. They do have, let's see if I can, sorry, can't see. Do have little buds forming, flowers forming on the inside, so you never know. Couple of sweet bells that are doing good. My Atris hybrid, they're doing pretty good. This is a chocolate. It's a chocolate. Let's see. Oh, purple bell that I actually got from the local greenhouse. It's doing very well. Carrots that I tried to pull, but the tops just kept breaking off. They seem to be doing good. Here are my bush beans. They're doing good. Had a couple of late arrivals. But they still came up. So hopefully soon. You can see that. Hopefully soon I get some blooms and beans. Yeah. Here are my rutabagas. They're doing really, really good. They have taken off. So, yeah. That's what it is so far. Looks pretty good. I'm getting that like food forest thing going on, which is a very good sign. So I still have a few things that I need to plant out. I still got a couple of peppers and tomatoes, a lot of squash that needs to be planted out, and hopefully we can get in the field once it gets dry enough for a tractor to get through there, and I'll be able to plant some stuff out there. Yeah, I'll show you what I get on the end.